Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the online session of Sri Gokulam Guruvayur. Children, we were discussing chapter 7 of your business study subject. The name of the chapter is Directing. In our previous class, we have discussed about the elements of directing. We saw that there are 4 elements of directing. They are supervision, motivation, leadership, and communication. We have already discussed about supervision, motivation, and leadership. Today, our topic for discussion is on the element of directing, that is communication. First of all, let us see the meaning of communication. Communication is the process of exchange of information between two or more persons to reach common understanding. So there is a exchange of message or information in which two or more persons they reach in some common understanding. What is the definition of communication? Here is the definition given by Lewis Allen. Communication is the sum of all things one person does when he wants to create understanding in the mind of another. It involves systematic and continuous process of telling, listening, and understanding. Next is the elements of communication process. Here is a diagrammatic presentation of the process. The process starts from the sender. Sender is the person who wants to send some message. So, through the sender, the message passes, and it is the sender who encodes this message. Encoding is a process which is done by the sender. And through a media, this message is sent to the receiver, who decode the message sent by the sender. After receiving the message sent by the sender, a feedback is given by the receiver to the sender. In this process, one more element is involved, and that is noise. So, this is the presentation of communication process. Now, let us have a description or explanation on each of this communication process. Here are the elements involved in the communication process. Let us have an explanation of this. The first one is the sender. Sender means the person who convey his thoughts or ideas to the receiver. The sender represents source of communication. So, sender is a person who is actually communicating the ideas or thoughts to the receiver. Now, what is message? Message, it is the content of idea or feeling, suggestions, order, etc. intended to be communicated. So, it may be in the form of idea, feeling, or suggestion which the sender want to send to the receiver. Next is encoding. It is a process of converting the message into the communication symbols such as words, pictures, gestures, etc. So the sender want to send an idea which is there in his mind. So he had to convert that idea in the mind in some form, that may be in the form of words, pictures, or gestures. Now, for sending this message, he have to use some media or a channel. We can say that it is a path through which encoded message is transmitted to the receiver. So, we can send the message as face-to-face communication, or through letters, or phone calls, or internet. That can be used, these channels can be used to pass the message of the sender. Next comes the decoding. It is the process of converting encoded symbols of the sender. So, the encoded symbols of the sender is converted by the receiver. That process is known as decoding. Receiver. Who is the receiver? The person who receives the communication sent by the sender. Feedback. It includes all those actions of receiver indicating that he has received and understood the message of the sender. Okay, so feedback means the actions given by the receiver making the sender understand that the message had been conveyed and the receiver had understood what the message was sent by the sender. In this process, there is one more element, that is noise. Noise means some obstruction or hindrance to communication. This hindrance may be caused to sender, message or receiver. So hindrance means obstacles or difficulties while communicating the message. So these obstacles can be faced by sender or receiver, or it can be caused by the message also. Some of the examples of the noise are difficult symbols that leads to faulty encoding, a poor telephonic connections or internet connections or telephone connection which is very poor, we are finding difficult to convey our message. An inattentive receiver, a receiver who is not listening properly, that can also cause a hindrance to the passage of message. Then faulty decoding, that is wrong decoding. Next is gestures and postures that may distort the message. So gestures or postures which may convey a wrong message, that all form a part of noise. So noise means all those things which hinders or obstructs the flow of communication. Now here are the importance of communication. This is the next topic related to, or next content related to communication. The importance of communication. The first point is gains commitment of employees to organizational objective. So organization objectives are set at the planning stage by the top management. You know that planning process is conducted by the top management. These objectives are to be communicated to all the levels of management so that employee can participate, and that planning, through that planning, whatever objective have been prepared by the top management, that can be fulfilled by the lower level managements. So only if that plan is properly communicated, then only the organization objective can be achieved by the employee. So there lies the importance of communication. The next point is provide data necessary for decision making. Accurate decisions are possible only when information is effectively and efficiently communicated to the management. Communication is essential for solving all complex problems. So wherever there is communication gap, we can say that complex problem can arise. So to solve the problem, communication it is essential that information should be passed effectively and efficiently so that accurate decision can be taken. Next point is classifies task, responsibilities and authority position. A formal communication channel helps in classifying authority relationships. Who is to report to whom is made clear from the very beginning. So as you know, scalar chain. In scalar chain, a formal communication flow is already prescribed. So communication flows only through that prescribed channel. So through a formal communication channel, every employee in that organization knows to whom they are responsible or who are their authorities, who is to report to whom. There is a proper clarity about all their position and authority positions. Next point is facilitates coordination. This also facilitates coordination between the interrelated department and sections. Communication is necessary for upward, downward, and horizontal interaction between members at all levels of authority, thus creating a unity of purpose and actions. As you know, in organization there are a number of people of different behavior working within or among each other, working in their departments. So a good coordination is equally important for the proper flow of work. So through communication only the coordination can be ensured. A unity of purpose and action also can be maintained or ensured if there is proper communication between the departments. Boosts morale and provides motivation to the employees. Motivation and morale of the employee largely depend upon the effectiveness of communication. So the way the manager communicates to the employee boosts up their morale and motivation of the employees. So sharing of information with employee helps management to ensure their willing cooperation. So communication is a process by which a manager and employee they share the information which is useful for achieving the organization objective. Communication is also a way to motivate the employee so that they can perform well. Next point is smooth working of enterprise. Communication makes the working of the enterprise smooth. All organization interaction depend upon communication. When communication stops, what happens? Organized activity comes to an end. So without communication, the work will not the enterprise will not go smoothly. It will stop. It will come to an end. Next point is increases managerial efficiency. Communication is essential for quick and effective performance of managerial functions. So only through communication we can make the workers work quickly and effectively and thereby achieve the organization objectives. Communication is like a lubricant to entire organization and keep the organization at work with efficiency. Next point is promotes cooperation and industrial peace. Efficient operation is the aim of all the prudent management. It may be possible only when there is industrial peace in the factory and mutual cooperation between management and workers. So children, we know that organization is made up of many people working together. So industrial peace in the factory place is very much important. Communication helps in making mutual cooperation between the management and workers. So whenever there is a conflict between the management and workers, this tool of communication is used to bring peace in the industry. Ninth point is establishes effective leadership. Communication is the base of leadership. In our previous class we have studied about the leadership and the various style of leadership. So effective communication helps to influence subordinates. While influencing people, leader should possess good communication skill. So it is a good tool in the hands of leader, that is communication skill. A leader can influence his followers only through that skill. So these are the 9 points or importance of communication which we have discussed today. Now we are about to conclude today's class. In today's class we have discussed about the meaning and definition of communication. We saw the process of communication and also we saw the importance of communication. Now children, it is your turn. You have to read the textbook in which these points are covered and underline the main points related to each of these topics. Attend the test paper attached along with this session. Meet you in the next class with the new topic. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.